What's up, everybody? Let's see what we got going on here. It's a good day. It's a good day. Man, I feel good about this. I feel good about this right here. I'm supporting the cause, backing up the bros. All right, let me make sure all my messages are good. Hey, there we go. There we go. All right, I think that's a good spot for me. Of course, you'd want better, but I think that'll do for now. I think give some time for people to come in. Give some time for people to come in. What's up? What's up, Iden? What up, bro? Welcome back, my guy. What's going on, man? How you been, man? Glad to see you come back to the stream. Today is going to be a crazy day in the stock markets, but it's going to be fun. AMC. I'm telling you guys, man. All good, man. Heard something was going on with GameStop. Care to explain? All right, bro. Do you know anything about stocks? Do you know anything about the stock market, bro? Yeah, pretty much. So basically, okay, I'll explain it to you. So if you know about stocks, so basically what happened was, let me see if I can find it. So GameStop and AMC, what happened to those were, let's see, I'll show you, I'll explain it to you. So you know how every week an options contract expires, right? So what happened was, I mean, I can't pull up last week's options contracts because it's another week and they already expire. But what happened was, people who bought the GameStop and AMC shares or options, either or, drove the price up so that every single put option could expire in the negative. And what happened was these big time hedge funds were shorting AMC, and I'll find it for you. I'll show it to you right here. So these big time companies or hedge funds were shorting AMC and GameStop. Of course, other companies as well, but for this case, we're only going to talk about AMC and GameStop. So they were shorting these two companies. This one has a short interest of 121%. Obviously, bro. What's up? What's up, Mayboy? I'll be back dropping a follow. Hey, I appreciate it, bro. So basically, these companies were getting shorted, and what happened was the goal was if we kept the price of AMC, I don't remember the price target for GameStop, but if we kept the price target for AMC above $9, every single put option would expire negative. So that happened. So every single put option expired negative, which means the institutions have to buy to cover every single one of those shares, and they got they got between Tuesday, anytime they have 2 to 5 days to cover those shares, or they will have to start paying interest. So we will see some spike in price for GameStop and AMC. Of course, you're gonna along the way you're gonna see some market manipulation because of course they want to shake out the weak hands. They're gonna do a lot of that. So they're going to shake up the market a little bit, and a lot of people that have no clue how the market works is going to sell, which is what they want because these guys have to pay for all these shares, and they want to try to get the price down as much as they can before they spend all this money, and it's going to drive the price up. So if people hold, it's going to drive the price of the stock up, which means February 5th. As you can see, I'm only showing put options. I'm not showing both. I'm only showing the put options. So as you can see right now, while the price is not even, the price is still, it's only Monday, and they have until I think 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock to start paying off before interest start to tack on from last week. But as you can see right now, the people that shorted, they're already down 50%, 50%. You know what I mean? 60%, 40%. They're already down in these contracts in AMC, right? So, and this one ends on Friday, of course. So, what's going to happen is when they pay off the short interest from last week, it's going to cause the price to shoot up again. And what's going to happen is every single one of these, like right now, it's only $14, right? 14.36 or whatever to be exact. But let's say by Friday the price comes all the way to, let's say, $41. That means every single one of these put options is going to expire negative again, 2 weeks in a row. And then the week after that, they will have to pay. They would have to buy to cover these shares, and it's going to be a domino effect, and it's going to keep driving up the price. So yes, you see market manipulation right now, but they're only doing that to shake out the weak hands. I was initially in AMC, um, and what happened was I knew that they were going to do that. I knew they was going to manipulate the market to shake up the weak hands. So what I did was I was able to squeeze myself a position in GME right here at 254. Now it might drop a little bit lower than that. It could. I'm not sure. Don't. But I think that's a good spot because it already went to 520 and we won the battle from last week. So this is gonna be a crazy week, man. I know, like they're gonna shake it up a little bit, but I know the end result is gonna result in a victory for us. Make sure I got all my messages. All right. It's exciting, man. It's exciting. It's the best week ever right here. Let's see what AMC looked like. This one right here. It's pulling back a little bit. It's fine. Just the time to load up if you ain't load up yet. Cause it's the hourly chart right here. You can't beat that. It's trying to push up though. It's time to go in, man. You gotta support the cause. You gotta support the cause, man. I've been doing a lot of research on this stuff over the weekend too. People got crazy price targets for this thing too, man. Just gotta hope it don't crash. Hey, but I mean, we won the battle last week, so they're just manipulating the market right now. They just driving it down. But I think, I'm sure you heard the saying "diamond hands." You actually finished a course like this, or you just straight up research everything about it? I researched everything about it, man. I learn more when I research. Like I know you see me play a lot of Dota, but I spend a lot more time researching more than I play in Dota. So basically, well, I taught myself how to trade last year. I knew about investing, and then I taught myself how to trade because it's a little bit different from investing. And then I started hearing about the short squeeze. I've never heard about a short squeeze before. I never heard of that until now. But the last short squeeze they had was in 2008, so I wouldn't know. I was still in high school, so I wouldn't know. And then I started to research what it was, and then I started to learn. So I just taught myself. It's good to teach yourself things, man. Let's see what we got here. Any news? So I know a lot of people have been talking about silver. I'm not in silver. I'm only in AMC and GME. Let's see what you said. I've actually never expected that you're a business minded type of guy. I hope you benefit from this from the dog. Hey, thanks, bro. I appreciate it. No, I mean I am. So I know y'all see me play Dota a lot. Some people they hear me talk about my business. I build apps. I have my own business, man. I build websites. This is actually my website right here. I build websites for people. You know what I mean? I'm a business minded type of person. So I'm usually all over the place, man. I'm usually all over the place, man. But stocks is what I enjoy the most because I guess it's the easiest way to make money. Not only that, but it's fun. It's exciting news. Let's see what Robinhood is talking about. Robinhood to continue trading limits. On Monday, customers can only buy one GameStop share. That's crazy, man. I feel sorry for people who missed the boat, man. Either that or you only have one broker, one of the two. I actually bought one GameStop share with my Robinhood account too, but I have multiple brokers. But when I found out they did that, I actually created a account with Webull. Let's say you got lucky in trading stocks. How much money can you make a week or a month? It depends. It just depends, man. Cause like think about it. Um, let's say, let's say you bought one stock. Let's say you had $100, right? And you bought a stock that was a dollar. So that's 100 shares, right? And the stock goes to $2. You see what I'm saying? So you times that by two. So you double your money. You know what I mean? So it depends on a couple things. Either how much you invest because that can play a role. You know, or B, how much the price went up. You know what I mean? So that could play a role. Because initially, I only invested $1,000 into AMC. To be honest with you, I only invested $1,000, but I bought it in at $2. So that's why I was able to make that money. I bought in at $2. So you know what I mean. So I'm good right now. So it's a bit more expensive to get the amount of shares that I have now at this price at 15, 14, $15. Of course, it was 25 before they try to scam us, but you get the point. So it depends, man. It just depends. It just depends, man. Like this shot up real quick, but it's a movement going on, so that's a little bit different. They're gonna try their best to bring it all down. I just hope people still hold. I hope people hold, man. Like, let me see if I can pull that website up. So last week, GameStop had a short interest of 140%. Let's see if this pulls up right here. All right, so think about it like this: 88% of the GameStop shares are being shorted. The remaining percentage is what we're holding. So because they lost a battle last week, they have to buy the shares back from us. And if we don't give them a price, then the price keeps going up and up and up and up until someone sells their shares. So the purpose of this, the purpose of the movement is to hold, to make them spend a lot more money on what they have, because they shorted these companies, man. So like, yeah, I understand coronavirus is the reason why a lot of companies went out of business, but more importantly, people shorting these businesses to death is the real reason why these companies went out of business. What up, Merv? Hey, bro. What up, man? My man said he got the diamond hands, bro. Hey, my boy Merv had hit me up. He was like, man, I don't know, man. The price went to $6. I was like, bro, we got this. Just hold, bro. Just hold, man. And it all came into play, man. It all came into play, man. Yo, so one of your strategy is to just stall until the price gets the highest. Yeah. So what the plan is? Okay, let me find this for you. All right. So look, why this thing not let me? All right. Here. All right. So what happened is this company had a short interest of 140%. But I guess I don't know when this updated. Oh, this is on 15. So so right now it says 88.5% of the company is being shorted, and the remaining percent is, well, this is GameStop, by the way. So the remaining percent of the company shares are held by us. And because they lost the battle last week, remember we had to be above $9 for AMC. They have to buy back the shares. They have to buy back the shares. So the price, they have zero point 0.6. I know for AMC it was 0.65 days. All right. So for GME it's 2.5 days to cover. They got 2.5 days to buy the cover, but I know for AMC, I'm gonna tell you right now. Hold on one second. Short interest. So for AMC they had zero point 0.6 days to buy the cover. So that's about what 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. And if they don't cover by that price, then they'll have to pay interest. And I don't what's the interest. I don't know the interest rate. I don't know the interest rate, but they'll have to pay interest on the amount of money. So their goal is to get the price down to shake up the weak hands, so they don't have to pay as many people. So that's why we're holding, because at the end of the day, they owe us money from last week. You know what I mean? So that's that. I actually ended up buying some GameStop shares this morning because I knew this was gonna happen. So I bought in at 254. I knew this was gonna happen, so I bought in at 254 because they wanted to fight too. So I was like, why not, man? Like, just support the cause. But I don't have as many shares of GameStop that I do as AMC. I only got 11, but for AMC I got 830. Yo, we out here, man. Oh man, they trying to make us leave, y'all. Let me see. I think that's a good spot right there too, actually. $99 is not bad, actually. Let me see. What did I get in? 154. I could, but they trying their best, man. I think I think I think they're gonna try to do. They're gonna try to pull some tricks out the hat. They really are though. I think there's a I think it might be a buy restriction today. I think because the price went up too high um last week. I think because when the price go up a certain amount, they put like a restriction on buys and all of that stuff like that. Let's see if we can get some good news. Let's see. Also, guys, if you got any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. Let's see what we have here. Chipotle. That's crazy, man. We got businesses. We bankrupting banks. Like how you know what I mean? Like we bankrupting banks, man. Like I know it was one bank. I don't know what bank it was. Robinhood TD only allowing 10 AMC and like 5 GME. So I have, of course, Robinhood. That's what major. Well, remember now, I got in before all this stuff went down, so that's why I got all those shares for AMC. And I bought, and I have Merrill Lynch. Merrill Lynch, it's like Bank of America. They're partnered up, but it's called Merrill Lynch. It's a good bank. It's an investment bank. So when they canceled it from Robinhood, I went straight to Merrill Lynch. And at the same time, I've also made it a Webull account. So I think what you probably want to do is, I mean, it's up to you on what you decide. But if I was you, this is what I did really, is I would after I sell my shares, obviously, because I don't want to do it until I sell my shares, because I don't want something to happen and I can't get it out in time, because some people try to transfer their shares over. So what I would do, well, this is what I am doing really. I created a Webull account. I'm just waiting on them to open my account because they take it forever to open up my account. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sell all my shares and Robinhood once I'm ready to sell it, and I'm gonna transfer the money over to my Merrill Edge account and then my Webull account. Yeah, I'm on TD and they restricted it. I'll look at any place that didn't restrict and see what's best afterwards. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I got Merrill Edge, but let's see. I don't know. I heard Weeble was good. I mean, I think they're backed up, man. Cause like I created an account Friday and it's still trying to, I mean, cause I know a lot of people transfer, so you can't really get mad at them. You can't get mad at them. Cause I know a lot of people from Robinhood transferred over to them. So, oh look, they suspended trading. See, they suspended trading, man. See, I know they're gonna try to do something, man. They're gonna try to pull some tricks out the hat, but we just gotta hold on tight. That's all we gotta do is hold on tight. Don't let them pull tricks out the hat, man. If this thing pulled out on 119, I'll probably buy some more. AMC on the other hand, they trying to pull this one down too. That's what they call market manipulation, man. You know they're cheating. You know they're cheating. But I'm gonna be in it anyway. I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's see what we got here. Oh, let's see this right here. I like to look at Chamath, man. He's a smart guy.
The important thing I think to note is Robinhood makes money effectively, as Chamath pointed out, through arbitrage of pricing in the markets and by providing leverage to their clients. So the clients can trade beyond their means. I used to be an investor in a Forex trading company. It was the largest Forex trading platform in the world for retail investors. And 60% of those accounts went bankrupt over time. So there was a lifetime value on an account because the customer would come in, they'd trade foreign exchange rates up and down. They would ultimately just get burnt up, and that was it. Robinhood makes money when the market is non-volatile, when there isn't a lot of swings. Suddenly, when there is a swing, and that's how they're able to provide their free pricing to people, they're making a spread. But suddenly, when there is a swing and the spreads start to widen, they are actually exposed to losing money. So, Jason, it's true what Chamath is saying. Like, they did face a liquidity crisis to some extent. That's why they had to draw down additional equity capital.
Yeah.
But it was a function of their business model, right? Their business model provides great benefit and value in some extent during good times, but when times get bad, it's like, oh shit, things are at risk. And that's very similar to kind of the Lehman and
I don't disagree.
model.
I don't disagree. I think this is an unprecedented situation with the number of participants. It reminds me of surge pricing with Uber during snowstorms. And that also was an unintended thing that, who knew that it would go up to $400 to take a ride? And that's something that companies will be faced with, and they will have to then adjust and then make it work. And I think, in the case of Robinhood, they should have just came up on Wednesday and said, we can't take any more orders. We can't take any more new customers. We're pausing signups. You'll be on a wait list because we will be insolvent if you guys make any more trades. And that would have, I don't know if you believe that would have.
I agree with that.
Okay.
So Jason, let me just explain the mechanic.
Communication from a rookie
It's
founder.
not, Jason, it's beyond poor communication. People were blocked out of their accounts. Like there was hundreds of incalculable amounts of economic loss.
I don't know if that's going to wind up being true because all these trades are occurring now and the stock is a rocket ship. Who's to say that?
No. I mean, look, Jason.
And aren't the shorts all covered by now? That's what they've been saying on CNBC.
No.
There are still people. How do you know how many people are short right now and how many shares?
Because it's the primes put the data together and they send it to us.
Do you have it handy? Because I've been looking for it online and they said 10 times the number of shares short have traded hands in the last 10 days or 5 days.
Jason, I don't have it literally in front of me, but I could get it in the next hour.
Yeah, just text one of your people. You got all these researchers there. Go ahead, Zach.
Okay, look, I'm going to try and thread the needle here. I think JCal is right that we shouldn't impugn people's motives without having all the information. And furthermore, building these rapidly scaling startups is really tough. And it could have just been, a function of not knowing how to deal with unprecedented growing pains. So I don't want to be too judgmental.
Can I just stop you there?
Yeah.
No,
well,
but that's not. No, but David, that's not. But you guys are not being accurate. They have known for years, how this business worked. When somebody buys a call option, they are legally obligated. When they send that order through, they have to post margin on behalf of that person. So they saw this building. This happened in March of 2020. They went through this liquidity crisis. They've had to draw credit lines before. They saw it building in the system. So this was nothing except negligence.
Yeah. So I was about to, I hadn't gotten to the point where I was about to agree with you, Chamath. I mean, look, all I'm saying is even if it was negligence, I'm not sure I would impugn all the motives to them. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to find some common ground with JCal on that point. But where I totally agree with you, Chamath, is with respect to the effects of their decision. I mean, the effects of that decision they made to stop trading, and specifically, they didn't stop people from selling. They only stopped people from buying. So they shut down one side of the trade. And the effect of that was we had these hedge funds from Wall Street. They were on the ropes, right? I mean, let's discuss who these guys are. These are the apex predators of Wall Street. They are in the business of shorting companies to destroy them. I mean, that is their business model. And they are not academic traders, okay, who are just speculating on outcome. They engineer the outcome, right? Look at their tactics. Just watch the show Billions, right? They hire PR people. They hire private investigators. They're participating on these message boards, spreading disinformation. Look at the year of hell that Elon went through, right? They tried to destroy
It's like 5
Tesla.
years. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They try to destroy companies to engineer that outcome. They create nothing. They are in the business of destruction. Now, the beautiful thing is you had these Reddit kids, these pirates, who published this manifesto, right, on Reddit, basically being the heirs to Occupy Wall Street.
Feels good to be a part of Reddit.
Occupying
Reddit
like a physical space does nothing to these guys. We are going to hurt them where it counts in their pocketbook. We are going to get together and we're going to basically create a trade mob that's even bigger than their cartel. And they did. They got 2.7 million people taking the other side of this trade. And then when the hedge funds doubled down, they said, fuck you, we're going to triple down. And the guy on Reddit said, listen, he, paraphrasing John Maynard Keynes, said, we can be retarded longer than you can be solvent. And they were winning. That was what they said, right? And they were winning the trade, okay? And Melvin was dead busted, and Citron was on its way to being dead busted. And they had to go to Big Papa Stevie Cohn, okay, and Ken Griffin to get their rebuys, to buy their rebuys to get back into the game, okay? And then they had these guys on the ropes. They had them felted, okay?
Hey, if you guys don't know about Wall Street Bets, man, it's like a forum. I mean, they talk about a lot of different stuff, but in Wall Street Bets, they talk about stocks a lot. At least the ones I'm looking at. And what's up? I mean, he reminds me of Jonah Hill. Hey, on Wall Street Bets, they always call each other autists, retards, apes, monkeys, but it's funny. I don't know. I think it's funny.
Okay, and then what happens? Just at the moment where they're going to like basically bust them out of the game for good, Robinhood shuts down the buy side of the trade. And so what does that do? It gives these hedge funds time to regroup, to unspool the trade, to reposition, and save themselves. And to get out of the trade if they want to get out of the trade. You can never take that 24-hour time.
That messed us up, man. That messed us up. If you was in Robinhood, you know what I'm talking about. We all got messed up.
Time period back, no matter what Robinhood does now. And so I agree with Chamath. This was
don't you think, David, on that point, I think I am in agreement that the hedge funds deserve to get their asses kicked 100%. I also, as I said, we don't have complete information of why, Robinhood had to pause trading and the other platforms. And it was like 5 platforms, by the way, that had to stop or else they would be insolvent because nothing like this has ever happened before. This is a run that nobody's ever seen. And now we're back in the game. And don't you think all this attention then drives more people to buy GameStop, which is what's happening today?
How you doing,
and that
bro?
they're still going to get crushed because they're still going to have to cover. I mean,
I don't like I said, look, where I agree with you is I think the consequences of this decision by Robinhood were, they were really bad, right? I mean, we finally had these shorts on the ropes where they deserve to be. finally they're getting a taste of their own medicine.
Yes.
And it was really bad to pull the plug on the
I wish they, and they wish they didn't have to, I'm sure.
Okay, exactly. And I don't know what went into that decision, but here's the thing that I think kind of
good,
stinks
bro.
about
I'm glad I was able to teach you
is
how
the
to do
point
that.
that Chamath is making
I'm not gonna
about
say teach you, but
who is
guide
doing
you to looking
the
at
trade
it.
execution
It's going to pay
for
off,
Robinhood.
Trust
Those
me.
trades are flowing to Citadel.
Well, that's
Now,
part of it.
That's part of it, but 47%. But who is now on the short side of the trade? Citadel went in and bailed out Melvin and Citron. And so they're on both sides of this trade. Now, how does that make sense?
Well, Citadel, yeah, but I mean,
what I would like to know specifically, okay, is did anybody from Citadel reach out and touch Robinhood? Did anybody at Citadel put in the fix and saying to Robinhood,
of course, that's a valid question. Valid question.
We're gonna cut you off, unless you freeze out the buy side. Now, look, 99% chance that didn't happen. I don't know, but that is a legitimate question. We need to know
Actually,
the answer
can I just tell you the question is important, but the way that you phrase it is you call them and you basically say, listen, you need to post $500 million of margin. Why? Oh, well, these trades, we're going to arbitrarily change the margin requirements. Okay. Oh, hey, you need to post. So then what they did was they pulled all the credit lines. Okay. They post margin. Trades are still happening like crazy, right? All these people are buying GameStop calls. They have to go because look, when you buy a call, when you as a user, when David Friedberg, Quinoa buys a call, Robinhood becomes synthetically shorted, right? Robinhood doesn't have the share to sell you, but it's giving it to you. So they're technically short. They got to go buy it. Okay. So this is what creates this dynamic where Robinhood knew. They knew every second of every moment what was happening and more importantly, what could happen. At a minimum, it's negligence, and at a maximum, it's the fix.
Well, it was fine to do it before the market started to swing volatile, right? And so when the market wasn't high volume and when it wasn't volatile, it didn't matter because they had appropriate levels of surplus capital or statutory capital or whatever the definition is in this market to be able to cover the quote unquote VAR or the value at risk of their portfolio of their customers' worst case outcome. But as soon as that spiked, as soon as the VAR spiked, they had to go get more capital. And so what do you do if you're the manager of Robinhood in that situation where your clients who've been making you a bunch of money by trading stocks over the last couple of years, suddenly they all get themselves in a bind where the VAR on the portfolio is more than the cash Robinhood has to clear, assuming all these people go bankrupt. That's where Robinhood had to scramble. And so in that circumstance, they drew down debt and they had to go get $1 billion of equity. But if you guys were running that business, and I'm not speaking for Robinhood's, I'm not making the case for Robinhood, but what would you guys have done in that circumstance? Suddenly all your, and by the way, I'm saying they created the problem for themselves because they allowed people to trade on margin with low account balances and volatile stocks prior to this. It got away from them in this week.
You cannot run a business like that and be selective and arbitrary. You can't say some stocks on certain days, some stocks on other days, some options over here, some
is
puts
it
over there.
INO or NEO?
That means you're a fucking moron. And
but what
you don't deserve
what do you do on Tuesday or Wednesday when all of a sudden your
exposure... It's not Tuesday or Wednesday. If you were a reasonable manager of a business like this conversation would have been happening at a board meeting quarters ago. Hold on a second. Let me finish, please. Okay. It needs to happen quarters ago. And in quarters ago, what they would have said is, hey guys, we've run some scenario analyses. We've done some sensitivity analyses. Here's what happens if all of these things can go against us. That's a typical stress test that a bank has to do, right? When you're a structurally important bank, you have legislation that forces you to be under these conditions where you have to make sure that you can understand some of these scenarios. And then you have to have...
with any trading entity or insurance company, they all have to have that analysis of what's the worst case scenario and how do you plan for it.
And you have to, and by the way, coming out of 2008, we actually legislated that we needed to have these 2 and 3 sigma, event scenario planning, and you needed to have proper credit. So here's what happened really. Number one, it was under-equitized. Right. At a minimum, the business was massively under-equitized.
Relative to what they were letting their customers do.
Exactly.
Right? And that's really important because the point is they let people trade with high margin and they let people trade in volatile stocks. And it was working until the volatility.
Not just stocks, but options. Which is what creates the real spin up.
The feedback loop that blows this whole thing up.
And then number two is they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, Chamath is a smart guy, man. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people out there that has a lot of money, but they don't have the brains to go with it. They just got lucky and just end up with a lot of money. But this guy, it's like him and like Elon Musk, man. Those guys, they smart. They know what they're talking about. And he's like a billionaire too, by the way. All right, so let me look this up. What you said? Let me check out my stocks first. So let's see what's going on here. AMC. All right, and then you have GameStop. GameStop trying to come back. All right, let me check out what my boy sent me real quick. What is it? INO. Oh man, so did you get in on this? What was your entry price on this one? I mean, before the growth, what was your entry price? You got you a nice little one right here. See, it's not bad, man. And that's where you take this money off. Let me hold on. Let me see. Let me see the weekly chart. Oh, okay, I see. 972. Uh, you came out on top. Pull up the 4 hour chart. There we go. What's up, Bruno? What up, man? Good morning, bro. Just an exciting day, man. Just another exciting day. Just excited like everybody else, man, about GME and AMC. GME, Dynamite, AMC. Oh, look at this. AMC, baby. Man, it's gonna be crazy, man. What if GMC really does go to 10,000? Fun stuff happening. Are you in the markets as well? Like, what will we do if this really goes to 10,000? I mean, at 1,000. 1,000, y'all. 1,000. All right, let's see what we got. It's crazy, man. Like they said, they're like, so Robinhood put a trading limit for people who want to buy AMC and GME. And then, of course, they get all this backlash. And then all of a sudden, they're like, you know what? We're going to do better. We're going to fix things up so you guys can get more shares. Tomorrow, we'll let you get 1 share. And then everybody's like, really? And now they're like, you know what? We're going to do better Monday. Check this out. 10 shares. One. Come on, man. People trying to buy. Y'all, see, this is the reason why, this is the only reason why the market's going down. It's because people can't buy. They trying to play us, man. Yeah, but I was just watching it eat popcorn. What did you get in? Like, I mean, we were trying to look out for us, man. But the thing about it is everyone's trying to transfer over at the same time. So it's making it hard for people to get their account approved, man. I'm just glad I got another broker with Merrill Lynch. They let me trade it, so mm, Let's see. Let's check out. Let me check out my Twitter. Hold on. See what we got. Let's see. What's your price target for your AME or AMC or GME? See if we got any good at 10:30. What time is it? Oh man, let's see what Jim Cramer talking about. I might have missed it though.
Strategy should they take here in your eyes?
Well, you know, I think that I've always offered pretty boring stuff. First $10,000 to be in an index fund. Why? Because you know what? That's because there's a lack of chips, basically. And they work. The one thing I would say is.
Do you have information of how many mutual funds guys already repurchased for their shorts? Nah. I just know that which one are you looking at? AMC, GME, or both? But I can tell you, if you look at market beat or high short interest, it'll tell you how much percent is being shorted. So I mean, I don't know if I could. I could, like, there was some options contract. They're not showing it now, so I can't really see it. But there were a decent amount of option contracts that was open for both of them, AMC and GME. I don't remember the price target for GME, but I do remember for AMC, there was a price target of $9, and because we finished above $9 last week, there was a lot of contracts that expired negative. So same thing going now. See, check this out right here. Like, look at all these open contracts, man. All these open contracts. So even if we finish at let's say hopefully this. I mean, what's the name of that website again? All right, 1 second. It's called Market Beat. I'll show it to you again in a second. But let's pretend we finish above $40 for AMC. Every single one of these contracts will expire negative. And look at all the open interest. Look at all these different open interests right here. And these are contracts open. And remember, every one contract is 100 shares. You know what I mean? So that's, 14.9 thousand times 100 shares is how many shares that basically they got. It's going to get crazy out here, man. But the thing is, they have to buy back their shares today from last week. And that's where the price is going to go up at. That's going to make it harder for them. We got to get more people on board, man. We got to get more people on board. It is, do they have to purchase? So it depends on the company you're talking about. Like, for example, if you're in AMC, right, go marketbeat.com. So if you go to MarketBeat and you type in AMC, you'll get this page right here, and then you click short interest, right? And then when you go to short interest and you scroll down, you'll see how much shares are being shorted. So let's see. So as you can see, they have 0.6 days to buy to cover. So basically every single one of those contracts that expired negative last week, they got 0.6 days to buy to cover. So basically they got by, I think I would say like 1 o'clock, by 1 o'clock to buy the cover. And if they don't buy the cover, then they'll have to pay interest on that for every single day that they don't buy the cover. And I don't remember the interest rate, but it's a real big number, like 24% or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't remember the number off the top. I don't remember. I seen the number somewhere, but let me see if I can find it. Let's see, short. I don't remember the number off the top of my head, but there's a real big number that they have to pay in interest if they don't buy the cover like right now. You know what I mean? And they might shake more hands because what's going to happen. I mean, I'm not saying they might. They actually is right now, to be honest with you. So if you look at the chart, right, the goal, like, you got a lot of people who don't know anything about stocks. So those people who's just buying because everybody else is buying, they don't have no common knowledge about stocks. So what's going to happen is, well, what is happening is soon as the market open, it's sold off, right? And what's going to happen is you got the people who bought at the last minute who don't know what's going on. They're going to shake out the weekends of people who have no clue what's going on, right? So let's say as of Friday they had to pay 1,000 people back, right? So because this happened, of those 1,000 people, probably like 400 of them is going to get scared. Like, oh, the market's taking. Maybe there's a bubble, or maybe this, maybe that. I'm losing money, So of those 1,000 people, probably like 400 of them are probably going to sell because they think the market's tanking. And they don't know. That's why they keep saying diamond hands and hold, because we know it's not tanking. That's them putting pressure on the market. You know what I mean? Or market manipulation. They try to put pressure on the market to get people to sell. And then what's going to happen is when they buy the cover, that's when you're going to take the ride up, right? So let's pretend, let me go to AMC because that's what I know a lot about. I know more about AMC than I do GME. So they did the same thing for AMC too, though, by the way. So let's say this shoots up to $28. It's going to go past that most likely. I think it's going to go past that. But let's say it goes to $25, $25.80, right? Because of them buying to cover. What's going to happen is when that happens, it's going to cause each one of these to also expire negative. If it was at $28, so from 28 down, it's going to expire negative because of that, and it's going to be a domino effect. It's going to be a good week. They're going to try to shake out some weak hands, man. Because I know there's a lot of people out there with weak hands, but I think, I'm hoping that, people that survived last week, because last week was the worst, they'll survive this week. That's my theory. I mean, it's exciting, man. Like, they are shaking up the market. So, I knew that was gonna happen, man. So I don't know how deep it's gonna go down. So what I did was I kind of drew up my chart last week, and I was like, you know what? Well, I pulled up this is a 4-hour chart right here. Hold on. I pulled up the 1-hour chart so I can get a good view of what's going on. And I bought some at 254. At 254, I bought. I bought some shares at 254. You know what I did? I would say buy the dip, support the movement, support the movement. Cause I mean, we won the fight last week. I mean, yes, we know they're cheating, but if you buy the dips, it's only gonna get better, man. You say I will pour the website. Oh, I'll open. What? Can you? I don't know what you're trying to say. Can you retype that again? I will pour the website. Market B open. Oh, I'm not finding the website. Um, it's called. Hold on, let me pull it up for you. Just type in marketbeat.com. Marketbeat. Yeah, did you find it? All right, let's see what else we got. It's exciting, man. Let me see what else we got going on. Oh, let me go to Wall Street Bets, man. Wall Street Bets, baby. Let's go. They usually have some good, funny stuff on here. All right. Let's see, Jimmy. Hey, and these guys be so accurate. Show me the chart again for AMC. You talking about this right here? Oh, AMC. These guys be so accurate on oh man, Wall Street Bets. I need to fix my camera some so you guys can see me better. There we go. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Like these guys be right on the money, man. These guys, I love the internet, man. If you see GME falling quickly without volume, this isn't actually a sell-off of GME shares, but it's a tactic of hedge funds trying to scare you into selling GME. The order book is filled with round numbers orders like 100 and 200, which is Citadel and Melvin just messing with us. Do not sell GME to the moon, baby. GME to the moon, baby. Go buy GME dips. You restart. Don't buy Reddit awards, but thanks anyways. They are selling stock that they don't have. See, that's what I'm saying. They're selling stock that they don't have because we have them. Ugh. You gotta say it like that. Come on, man. All right, what would you be doing? They trying to investigate out this one. GameStop is. I'm holding this, man. I don't care what nobody say. I think I got it in a good spot. All right. Okay. Let me see. Let's see. Okay. Follow up. Cute in this scenario. What if there's a lot of paper hands selling with them buying to feed the attacks. The paper hands probably don't have many shares anyway. Yeah, that's true. It's trading, just buying, selling later with large amounts. Yeah, that's trading, bro. The best meme so far. Let me take a look. Hold on. Let's see what you sent me. I'm excited to see this already. Jamal. Oh man. I love these memes. Shut down, ad. What does that say? I missed it. What's that? So, all this only. Fear, uncertain, doubt. Silver. Hope we don't fall for that. That was funny. That was funny. I love memes. But yeah, man, what's up? Yeah, but that's trading. Just buying low and selling high. You can also bet against the market as well. All right, let's see what these guys say. Nah, I love memes, man. If you guys got some memes for this, just post it in the chat, man. I'm always open to see some memes. Let me fix my chat. Make sure my chat's good. All right, it's good. If y'all got some memes or y'all want to see some charts or got some questions, post it in the chat, man. I'm just here to troll, man, and just looking at the charts like everybody else. Let's see what GameStop looking like. See, GameStop trying to come up, man. GameStop trying to come up. This is gonna be exciting, man. Like, what if this thing does hit like 1,000? Some people even say 5,000. Ooh. Buy the dip. Short ladder attacks don't accomplish not. Let's see. Short ladder attacks don't accomplish nothing. They scare boomers into selling and pick up sell limit orders with very low value to counter them. You cannot just hold. You have to buy. The fake momentum will become real momentum if enough people sees it stick. Buy. Even small amounts of volume, the attack is countered. Edit. There are dips and spikes every day like clockwork. 4 a.m. Eastern Standard. It spikes. It does. Right around open, it dips. There's another one or two short ladder attacks which you can recognize. Buy a dip with the minimal volume every day. So far, your money is best spent at these dips. Not just for you who gets in at discount, but for everyone because we prevent boomers from paper handling. Edit 2. Listen, the short percentage may have decreased from 60 to 50 if Citadel isn't finally claiming short covers. That's true, man. So we need smart people like this to pay attention, man. I mean, these guys are good, you know. These guys are smart. But one thing I'm just glad, you know, the internet has all this information. That's still higher than Volkswagen. They are trying to scare boomers off, and buys need to halt the momentum. We're going back up, boys. Last call for discounted shares. At 4. They're really going hard. See my comment below. Keep up the pressure. We got this. Friday, I called it. But randomly go up 5% and the momentum would rocket back to the top. This will happen again. Don't try to wait for the bottom. Just buy a little at a time. You won't miss the dip. Just spot the dip. Just bought one at 251. I'm finally in the game. Gotta get skin in the game, baby. Get some skin in the game. Oh, what was his name again? Nat something. He told me to read a comment below. Let's see. Can you show me on market beat the amount of ratio for AMC? All right, I got you, bro. 1 second. Let me see what these cats talking about. Look at Friday's volume chart versus today. We had much bigger attack at opening, bet overall volume, and we can cover from that. Looks like they're going hard this morning, 220 low compared to Thursday instead of Friday. Well, they just do lateral attacks all day. Whenever they do lateral attacks, you buy at the dip to get rid of the stock from their hands. Then they'll have to pick more stock from elsewhere to lateral attack. Damn, if they keep repeating, then sooner or later they'll have no stock left to lateral attack. These guys are good. I feel like I'm back at I feel like I'm back in high school planning to do something bad while the teacher's not looking. But it all makes sense, you know? Because, you know, when you got people like around our age or whatever, they can explain it better. Instead of these, you know, 50-year-old billionaires trying to explain this stuff to us. I bought 25. I missed 2 dips already. Was it going to miss the 3rd dip? All right, let me see. Market beat. You want to see AMC short ratio? I'm going to refresh the page and make sure everything's good. Also, guys, if you guys got any important news, just let me know so that way I can we can look over it together. Let's see. That's what we were talking about. they probably claim that they not shorting as much to lie, because these guys are going bankrupt, so they're gonna do anything that they can. You know what I mean? The only thing we can do is hold, 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 hold. You know, hold. I'm gonna check GME. I don't know. See, this information is not even accurate, really. This one, I think you got to go to that high interest website, because this one says last recorded date, January 15th. So I think this is the website. We made our best effort to provide accurate information. Browse the own research and check the information presented. Now, hold on. Let me see if I can find AMC current short interest. Let me see. Let me see if I can find more accurate information. This one has a short interest of 78.97%, and this one has a short interest of 121%. So I guess that's right, because I know last week GameStop was 140 something, and this one was like 86 or some number like that, or 84 or some number like that. So yeah. They still gotta buy to cover it. That's what they like. I know they, like he said, short ladder attacks. They trying to get rid of the weak hands. That's what all this stuff was. Like, all this stuff was just straight scams, man. But we're gonna come back as long as you hold. Really, we're gonna come back. Like, they tried to stop us from buying, and we still came back. What is that website? Which one? Wall Street Bets or this one right here? I just kind of Googled heavily sorted stocks, and it just gave me this information. What up, Akbot? What up, man? I seen you playing Dota the other day, man. With your new crew. I started playing Rust, man. Like, Dota. I'm tired of playing with noobs, bro. That's the only game I play that makes you feel like you want to punch babies. Only game I play that makes you feel like you want to punch babies, man. Oh man, should I hold on to my GME? Hold, bro. Diamond hands, bro. Diamond hands, man. Diamond hands only, bro. You should have diamond hands. You're a divine player, bro. That's diamond hands. If you sell, you're a crusader, bro. All right, so Bruno, I typed in what did I type? AMC short interest, and then it just showed me the most heavily shorted stocks, and that's how I got to that page. All right, let's see what we got going on. They sold out other positions to fight GME. They're willing to wait as long as possible. Them boys using tactics out here. Sell Tesla. Sell GM. What else they got? Sell Alibaba. We gotta fight these guys. Just give us the money, you know? This cat say I can stay poor longer than they can prevent becoming poor. That's funny. I've been poor for my whole life. If they think they can outlast me, they better think again. You gotta love Wall Street Bets, man. as others said, we have the easiest position as long as everyone holds. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As long as everyone holds, or even a good portion of people hold, we were forced to buy. So it's only gonna get worse for these guys, man. It's only gonna get worse for these guys. Like the longer it takes for them to pay us back, the more that they're gonna have to pay us. It's fun while it lasted. Yeah, if it goes to $0, it's fun while it lasted. It does get the price down to a good spot though. You know what I mean? Got in at 221. Just want to share 8 months, but honest work. Hold on to alpha. Let's see what else these cats talking about. Like these cats be knowing, man. Also, guys, you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram. I am streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook right now, actually. Stop buying silver, you smooth brain retard. That's interesting, GME. See people are actually buying it. What up, Maniac, bro? How you been, man? It's been a long time, bro. Glad to see you back, bro. Is it too late? Depends. It depends, bro. You know, everybody has a certain tolerance for certain things, man. You know, like if you got a strong stomach and you understand what's going on and you understand the movement, then that's your answer, bro. You know. I mean, I'll tell you what I did. I got a position in AMC at $2, so I'm still holding for the cause. And then this morning, I waited for GME to pull back because I knew they was gonna try to scam us. And I got in at 254. Yeah, it dropped a little bit lower than that, but so what? I know what time it is. Yeah, so I mean, cause think about it, you know, getting in at $2, and I mean, it went up to 25. I didn't sell, but still, um, you know, that's enough money to pit aside for, to pit in this one. What's up, Miss shoot Chandler Barn? What's up, man? GME to the moon. What's your price target? My boy just sent me a whole novel. Let me see what this man talking about. Hold on. Oh man, hopefully I read this, bro. I hate reading, man, but let's see. I'm gonna see what you sent me. My man just sent me a whole novel. Hold on. All right, let's see. Short interest gets reported by exchange twice a month. The short interest data being cited now is from December 31st. The next update would be from 15th. But if we look at the transaction, that's about right. But if we look at the transaction data, but today is the second week, though. I believe today should be the second week. I don't know though. Let's see. The next update would be from January 15th. But if we look at the transaction data from last week, more than 700 million shares were traded. That's more than enough volume for the shorts to cover their positions. To be precise, GME traded hands. Yep, that's the thing. So it's not a while I got to say the hedge funds are probably out by now. Well, we kind of got them when they least expected, though. That's the thing. You know what I mean? I get what you're saying, but it's not like they knew all along we were coming. You know what I mean? They didn't knew all along that we were coming. That's why they're selling all their positions to pay back this off. You know, I mean, because if that was the case, hold on, I'm gonna show you real quick. Well, I can't remember the other company it was. It was some random company. I can't remember the name of the company, but I do know Melvin Capital lost 53%. Melvin Capital just posted that they lost 53%. Hey, I appreciate the subscribe. I'm just a noob, man. I'm just a noob that likes stocks. I'm just a noob that likes stocks. But yeah, I mean, I can't agree on that because we recently got in, you know, I mean, not saying we, like, when I say we recently, I mean, like, Wall Street's bets recently became a big thing a couple of days ago. You know what I mean? So what happened was they tried to fight back because they thought they could, and then they lost. So I don't think they got out yet, bro. I don't think they got out yet. What's up, Lex? GME to 10K, baby. You think so? Let me see if I can find the outstanding shares page. Oh yeah. So let me find out other video for you. Hold on. I got one for you, Bruno. I'm gonna show you a video, and when you see this video, I want you to tell me if you think that they got out. Hold on, you're gonna see, bro. You're gonna see. Where's that?
And breed, not a
This guy's a billionaire he runs a hedge fund.
New York billionaire hedge funder Leon Cooperman was very much in his feelings yesterday about the whole game.
By the way, guys in the chat, please don't forget to like the stream, share the stream, follow the stream. Follow me on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. If you got any questions, post it down in the comments. If you got something like a YouTube video or anything you want me to pull up, post it in the comments, and I'll pull it up. But right now, my buddy just asked me if I think that they got out their positions, which of course they didn't because the contract's already expired, by the way, from Friday. But hold on, let me see. We don't know for sure unless we have the report, which makes everything a mystery. No. Look at this video I'm about to send you right here. So this was on the 29th, which was, when was the 29th? Friday. This is Friday. So if they got out, this wouldn't have happened.
Stop situation, and oh my God, these poors actually benefiting in the market. We can't possibly have that. He got asked a question about whether he should be taxed more and pay his fair share, and he did not appreciate that line of inquiry. Let's take a listen.
The reason the market is doing what it's doing is people are sitting at home getting the checks from the government, okay? And this fair share is a bullshit concept. It's just a way of attacking wealthy people, and, you know, I think it's inappropriate. We all got to work together and pull together.
Wealthy people are under attack, Sagar. It's so horrible.
This guy
How can
is the
we?
gift that keeps on giving. He's the one who attacked. I think he was like crying about
Elizabeth I actually have the quote here.
Okay.
So you recall, when I saw this, I was like, this guy rings a bell.
Right.
I think he's got a little bit of a track record, but my brain doesn't work that good, so I had to look it up. He's the one who cried during the Democratic primary about Elizabeth Warren wanting to have a wealth tax. First of all, don't worry, Elizabeth Warren's no threat to you. But he said at that time, I don't need Elizabeth Warren telling me that I'm a deadbeat and that billionaires are deadbeats. The vilification of billionaires makes no sense.
I'm trying to find that other video. There was another video about the guy crying, man. Hold on. Ah, man, was it this one? I think it's this one.
I left AT&T. Didn't know about the taxes and fees.
I sent Sprint back. Who likes
You
contracts?
think, hey, do you have AMC or only GME?
I got Spectrum Mobile now, so I could save.
We both got Spectrum Mobile.
So as that story develops, we'll give you more details. But searches for GameStop, GME on the app itself no longer return any results. Interesting, 56% of all Robinhood users.
I think it's this one right here.
Rich taxes. Anytime we talk about regulations, period.
This is it.
That is when the rich men cry.
I care.
attention. There was an actual video, but I can't find it. But you know what I mean? It's not over. It's not over yet. This attack is not over yet. Let me pull up my Weeble, see what he's talking about. Look at it, 274, baby. Besides, if it was over, this would have tanked by now. Let's go, baby. Let's go. You know what I mean? Let's go. 30. This is a good moment right here. All right, so this is a 5-minute chart. Let me pull up the hourly chart. I got that 154. So if I get in again, it'll probably be here, but I'm not. 199. It's hold on. Let's see what else we got. Pull up GME. All right, so this contract ends on February 5th. So we need to end this week above 302.50. And if we end this week above 302.50, you know what that means, guys. All these contracts expires. Negative, guys. Negative, guys. Negative. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy how what can happen when everyone come together, man. You got people out here fighting each other, but this is like we never came together like this before, man. I think it's cool. For me, I think it's exciting. Like I've never had this much fun in the stock markets before. And there it is. My position is ready for takeoff. I got in at 254, baby. Position is ready to lift in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look at that. Look at that. People selling shares at 280, 283. Come on, baby. Let's get this party rolling. Oh, look at that. 16,000 sold at 280. So you should be seeing that go up soon. It's crazy, man. It's gonna be a good week. Let's see what else we got here. All people liking the tweet. Buy the dip. Buy the dip. Buy the dip. All right. Let's see what we got. Oh, let me check. Let me see if Yahoo Finance got anything going on. Yahoo Finance usually has some good information.
The fact that I could invest in real estate, someone that had no experience at all, no
vaccination. Masking is still the most
important. Man, nobody cares about this COVID stuff no more, man. We want to know what's going on. All right, let's see what we got. All right, some short interest news. Let's see what we have. Let's see. Before going into news about short interest, I want to make it clear that this data is generally not exhaustive. It can never be seen in real time. Short positions have to be filled officially, but with some delay. That's for sure from January 15th, short around 1.23%. Such an enormous percentage of GME, an extreme increase in price, it could be argued that short squeeze is not over and will continue if the stock price stay elevated. The short squeeze will only be over if the short sellers have abandoned old positions and are comfortable with new positions. GME stock price over time is one. You must hold by the red and hold. I'm just looking around, guys, for some good information. Let's see what else we got. I hate when people try to promote these other bootleg stocks. Like, no one cares. It's either AMC or GME. Damn, I think it was just 100,000 the other day. That's crazy. Let's see, large. Look at this guy. Robots. People. I love stock twits, man. I don't know why people are trying to promote these other bootleg stocks. They actually falling for it. Damn, see, we need a little low over here. Fair value 160. Short squeeze, baby. If we close over 20 plus today, that means that hedge have to cover over 67%. Everyone, please repost this in other groups. I cannot. Well, just gotta hope everything still keeps climbing. Swimming trunks, I think that's cool. They're trying to get us though with the Robinhood restriction though. Robinhood lift restrictions. Is that true? They're trying their best. AMC stock now sell at price target drops to $1. People ain't gonna fall for that. Well, the noobs will. The noobs will. The noobs will. They don't want a lot of people to get rich. Get more AMC. These cats are crazy, man. Could have been second big squeeze comes since I was got one share each. Hop us buy more shares have to drop. But if anyone else open another brokers like I did, it takes 1-2 weeks to. I wouldn't even transfer the money. I'll just leave it there and just keep buying. That's what I did. I got shares on my Merrill Edge account and my Robinhood account. Oh, not this. It's okay. Don't let them scare you. What? Guys, my wife's boyfriend threatened to leave her. We need to hold the line. It's funny, man. United we hold, divided we sell. Oh, I got a message from Weeble. Ah, I thought they opened my account. Man, they keep promoting these. Hey, get a free account, but you ain't even open my account yet, man. I'm trying to open up my account. These cats holding me up. They holding me up. I mean, I ain't trying to buy no more shares anyway, but still. Let's go, GME. Man, I wish I bought some here. That would have been so good, but I ended up getting that 254. It's okay, man. Sometimes you just gotta do that and be happy for it. You gotta be happy for it, man. You can't be greedy in these markets. Greedy ain't gonna get you nowhere. So I know new people out there that don't know. We like the stock. We like the stock. If you got Robinhood, you can buy it again. Did they open it back for real? Y'all see that spike, the 324 split second? Nope. My apples return. What do you mean my apples return? All right, let me check my boy out. Your market value 7K, cost 2K today return. 1.8% total return. See, you on there, bro. I told you I bought in 2018. Yeah, yeah, that's good, bro. Just check, bro. That's good. That's good. That's good, bro. I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you, man. I'm gonna tell you when I bought. So I'll tell you a story. So actually, when I first got my Robinhood account, they gave me GameStop as a free stock. They actually did, but I sold it at $5 because you know what I mean. It was only one stock, so I was like, you know what? I'll just put it somewhere else. But AMC, on the other hand, I'll tell you what I did here. So we got a new president, and like I said, I have two accounts that I trade on: Merrill Edge, which is my big account, and Robinhood, which is my small account. And I had money. I just had money just sitting on my Robinhood account. And I was like, you know what? I'll just buy a stock and forget about it and come back to it later. So I was like, I'm just gonna buy AME. This is way before the Wall Street bets thing went down. Let me go to the 4-hour chart. So I guess the 4-hour chart is not really good in this case. So I bought in at 210. I had a line here, but I missed the $1 mark, so I got in at 210. And I was like, I'll just buy some shares here and I'll forget about it. 1 week later, because I got in right here now on the W, because I seen it as a W, and my goal was to take it to about $4 or 6, somewhere around here, one of the two, depending on how it looked. But I made an assumption. I was like, well, we got Biden as president now. All right, bro, hold on. All right, I'll hold on. My wife needs help. All right, you gonna buy some shares? All right, look at AMC. He's trying to come up. $14. GME 72. Okay, we're still looking good. Robin nuts. Elon do the Twitter thing. That's what I said too. I was like, Elon, tell us you like to watch movies. Robin Hood lifted all restrictions. Let me check my phone. Let me check my phone. They keep saying Robin Hood lift restrictions. Let's see. Did they really lift all restrictions? Let's see. Nine, No, they didn't lift it. They only let you buy 75 shares of AMC. That's whack, man. And you still can't do fractional shares. Pro, what up, Pro? F Robin Hood, Skeeta, Weeble, over Robin Hood all day. I have Merrill Edge and I had Robin Hood, but since Robin Hood pulled that stunt, I ended up making a Weeble account. But I'm not gonna sell. I'm not gonna use. I'm not gonna sell my shares or transfer them yet until I get out the trades because I'm actually in AMC and GameStop right now. You need to get Weeble. I have it. I'm just waiting on them to open my account. But I created this account on Friday. But I know a lot of people transferred over. But I have another account. I have Merrill Edge, so I do have another account to trade on. What you know about Weeble, man? You the one who didn't want to be in the game with us when we were trying to get you in the game. You finally got some skin in the game. My boy finally got some skin in the game. That's my boy, man. Finally got some skin in the game. Let me take off the auto. There we go. My boy finally got some skin in the game. I've been in the game. I just didn't have the funds at the time. Got you. So when you don't have the funds at the time, what you do? All right, let me tell you what I did. So I have two trading accounts, Robinhood and Merrill Edge, right? So my Merrill Edge account, that's my big account. That's my big bank money. And my Robinhood is my small money. Just in case anything goes down south, I'll have that. So, but I had like $1,000 in that account. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy a stock and forget about it. And I used that $1,000 and I bought AMC the week before this all happened at $2. And I was like, all right, Biden's president. People are going to believe him about the virus situation. The market should open up slowly but surely. I'm just going to buy AMC, and it might go because before post-COVID or pre-COVID levels was like $35. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to spend this $1,000 here, and even if I take it to $10, I'll be happy. And then before you know it, this happens. So I mean, you can put the small money to work. You're not going to always get short squeezes like this, but even if you buy a cheaper stock and when it shoots up, that's usually always happening. That always happens. Short squeeze don't always happens, but penny stock moving, that always happens. You just got to catch the right one. Yeah. My man said he got skin in the game, boy. That cat got me proud, man. Cat got me happy now. AMC trying to drop, man. Oh, they trying to kill us. They think we're gonna fall for the okie doke. They think we're gonna fall for the okie doke. Hey, don't fall for the okie doke, man. These guys are fighting us. Penal. Ah, these cats crack me up. All you gotta do is hold. These guys are gonna go. Oh man, it's crazy how we about to bankrupt a bank, man. Let me check my Twitter. Man, I can't believe they Robinhood about to go out of business, man. About to dip little by little, baby. Uh, man, this is gonna be crazy, man. I was I love when people say stuff like that. I just love these websites, man. It's just so funny. Oh wow, they are similar charts. But unfortunately, we only want GMP and AMC. Unfortunately. Target is a dollar high, insane. Yeah, I seen that. So what that? I seen that somewhere. What else? What I seen that at? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We got a sub. Excited. 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 All right, let's do this. Let me fix my email real quick. I gotta send an email real quick, guys. Give me 1 second, please. Oh man, I forgot where the information is at. Hmm. 1 second, chat. I'm gonna send an email real quick. I think it's like TC or something. I know y'all got some good price targets, right? Oh man, let me find that email. Gotta find that email. There it is. The link has expired. See if I can log in. Yo, how do I log into this thing, man? All right, let me find a video for you guys to watch. Let's see.
Welcome to Yahoo Finance Live. I'm Akiko Fujita along with Zach Guzman. Turning our attention to the broader markets right now, we are seeing green across the board. A bit of a rebound happening after the week we saw last week. We're looking at the Nasdaq seeing the biggest gains so far, up 276 points, the Dow up 236. From GameStop to the silver squeeze, Reddit investors
they trying to scam us, guys.
Eyes on a new target as we see the precious metal hitting an 8-year
Don't go
high.
for the
State
silver
budgets in
squeeze,
limbo.
guys.
Local leaders wait for federal aid as lawmakers debate the future of President Biden's stimulus plan at the White House. We'll speak to the Lieutenant Governor of Hawaii about his state's economic recovery. And big tech earnings on tap. We look ahead to quarterly reports from Amazon and Alphabet out later this week. Let's begin, though, with the bigger or broader economic picture with those non-farm payroll numbers expected out later this week. A lot of people looking at that data after we've seen a slowdown, at least in the broader economic recovery. Let's bring in Emily McCormick, who is tracking that for us. And Emily, what is the expectation going into Friday?
Well, Akiko, just taking a look here at the labor market, we are starting off February with a job market still heavily pressured by the coronavirus pandemic. We also have seasonal factors and tough winter weather weighing on employment in many parts of the country as well. But looking at where things stand right now, about 18.2 million Americans are still claiming unemployment benefits of some form. And the majority of these claimants of are of federal crisis era programs like pandemic unemployment assistance and pandemic emergency unemployment compensation, which lasts until mid-March. Now, as of last week's data, we saw that 847,000
like powerlifting Asian god multi-millionaire. You're like Thor, bro. We just didn't know, man. You got the hoodie on. We can't see his.
You got to play that music for him, man.
Definitely, man. This is the real Avenger in here.
Okay, so I the friend I manage the portfolio. They're not making much money, but living in a shared living space, it really saves money. I mean, I'm in the Washington D.C. area. It's quite expensive if you have like a single room apartment. So I mean, that's also another thing I put in my book. If you can live in a shared living arrangement, then that's good too. But yeah, I mean, I think so I think the problem with a lot of YouTubers is like they're not pushing the austerity angle. And they're spending way too much money on food or vacations or whatever. I mean, there was a span where I didn't take a vacation for 5 years. So I mean, that's from 2016 to pretty much now. So I mean, that's pretty much 5 years.
Bro,
so
you're like the Graham Stephan of one of us, man. Do you know who that is? He's another finance YouTuber, but extremely frugal.
No, but doesn't he have a gigantic house now?
I guess he does now, but prior to that, I know he had like his duplex. But you said so you're a multimillionaire. You drive a used car and you live with other roommates in order to save on expenses.
No. I have a very small condo. It's 550 square feet, but I do own it. Yeah.
Dang, dude! Wow.
Sorry, so back to your point. I do have a mortgage, so I'm not gonna plop down. It was only 180K, but I wouldn't plop down all the money because I can utilize it much better.
Mm-hmm. Dang, man. Okay,
Wait,
so
sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Justin. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I have I guess 2 questions. Oh, so one, I just want to reiterate to everyone on this chat, Alex's advice is based on such great wisdom, right? I've always said the hardest money to make is your first million. Your first million is by far the hardest to make. Your second million, I don't know, Alex, you could, right? Second million is, I would say, a fraction of how hard it was to go save your first million. Because at the end of the day, right, you and I will pay similar prices for food, for a McDonald's cheeseburger, for a car, and for a condo, right? So for people making whatever, 40, 80, 100K, those expenses are the same and your income's the same, and you have no money to go invest. So the austerity angle in my mind is really a great angle. I mean, and everyone go check out his book. I'm gonna go check out your book, because you need to get to that to even play the game. You need to get to $500,000 to $1 million, right?
Yeah, I mean, equal. So I mean, it's like it doesn't really matter. Like it matters how much income you save, not not how much you earn.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
you can't invest your way to your first million, right? You have to save your way to your first $500,000 to $1 million. And then at the end of the day, right, a 15% IRR or return per year, if you average that, using higher kind of risk, like you and I both do pre-IPO stuff. Like I use equities, and I'm not sure where you go through. If you get a 15% return year on year, right, that doubles your money every 5 years. If you get a 20% IRR, that doubles your money every 3.5 years. If you just kind of do like normal stock market 7 to 10%, you're doubling your money every 7 to 8 years, right? So if you have $1 million and you're still young-ish, you roll that out and coast for like 2 or 3 decades. Now you're retiring a millionaire just by that. So like I just want to credit like Alexander for like that. This is really great advice. I think my question is, like I'm in the same town now as Dave Ramsey, right? His advice is very good for the austerity piece for the like he has a big office here, right, in Franklin, Tennessee. His whole thing is like he goes to the extreme where it's like don't have a mortgage. Your first thing is pay off this. It's the snowball strategy. You pay off the smallest ones first, smallest loans first, and then you want to be completely cash. Which I think you and I both aren't. It sounds like you're not fully on that end of the spectrum. My question is, like if Graham Stephan is worth 20 mil, he's probably worth 20 mil, let's say. Like, and he buys a $1 million home. Do you think that's excessive? Like at what point do you get to enjoy some of the fruits of the labor?
Well, yeah. So I mean, here's my thing. Like, I care about the high score more than anything because like I want to create like generational wealth. So it's not so important for me to because whatever like I go to nice restaurants sometimes. Like I mean that's kind of like my little little quirk. But yeah, I mean I guess it depends what your goals are. I mean if you want to build generational wealth, then yeah. I mean but again like I'm kind of different from like I don't need a lot. I mean like I don't know about you guys, but can you guys eat the same meals every day? I mean, it's kind of tough, right?
I eat the same 5 meals.
I like my oatmeal.
Yeah, but I will say this: Dave Ramsey is for people who have poorly managed their money the whole life. But I mean, we're all Asian American. You know how our parents are. Like they're because don't overpay for things, and like they not many vacations, things like that. But I mean that's like the Koreans are like the Asian Jews. So I mean like. I mean that's the kind of like mentality that we have, but yeah, I mean like yeah, so for example, right, I have jackets I've worn from like 10, 15 years ago. I mean like I'm the same size, luckily, right? But I will flip the other thing, right? If you get married and divorced, that's going to destroy your wealth. If you have children early, that's going to destroy your wealth. So I mean, like right now I'm 36, but like it took me a while to become this. But yeah, if you're gonna get divorced, raped, or if you're gonna paying child support or having children that you can't afford, because eventually you have to maybe fund their education or whatever, right? So my suggestion, like, I have a little piece in the book, right? So if you're gonna get married, like do it later, right? And then also get a prenup, and it depends what state you're in, community, property state, or common law state. So I mean, it really depends, but you should always protect yourself at all times. And again, don't just protect yourself. I mean, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, man,
Dropping
Alex,
some wisdom on you single folk.
Dude, this guy and Graham Stephan need a arm wrestler go head to head. I thought Graham was the only one out here like that, but he's got some competition, which I like, I got a question for you just to kind of go back on topic. I know frugality is like a real interesting thing, but I wanted to hear your thoughts more on AMC and GME, Alex. Why did you choose AMC compared to one, and which one do you think has the best potential right now?
Oh yeah, so Jimmy, it went up from like $1 to whatever, like it was almost $500. But yeah, I mean, again, like I was just looking at the absolute price point, and I know GME is more ideal, like more than 100% of the float is shorted, but yeah, I mean AMC is still what 80%. I mean, there's different reports, but have you guys been seeing 80% of the float shorted?
So we talked about this earlier, Humphrey. You saw something.
On GameStop, it's like 31% right now. instead of over 100. And then I don't know what AMC is actually.
You want to share
Yeah,
more
yeah,
about
but
that,
yeah,
Alex?
I had to choose between the two. So I mean, I was like, whatever. Let's just do AMC.
Alex, in
What's
terms,
your? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Alex, just one more thing for me, and then Humphrey, you can ask him a question. I just want to hear, in terms of choosing your investments, oftentimes we do talk about the technical analysis and different fundamental aspects of research that allow people to do this. What are your key ways in knowing what to invest in? And in this situation for the short squeeze, are you looking at any particular analytics that help you make your decision?
Now looking at the absolute price and the short float and you know how much it could run up. But yeah, when I'm looking at investments, I look at you know, like data analytics companies, data cloud management, also like you know, plant-based meat, you know, things like that. I mean, e-commerce, electric vehicles. I mean, you guys know all this, but yeah, you want to look at industries that will have a definite futures. I mean, like, you wouldn't invest in any type of brick and mortar business or like anything else that, because also, you know, like right now, like my yield is really good from, do you guys know what MLPs are?
No. What is that?
He knows. Yeah, I know he knows, but yeah, so basically, you know, it's a ROC, return on capital. And so, but basically they're centered around the oil and natural gas industry. But yeah, basically, you know, the yields are really high there. So, you know, like the one I'm in currently is Shell X. It's a Shell midstream company. So you know, the yield is really fantastic on that. But basically, you know, like the price, the absolute price of the shares, it drops significantly. But you know, the yield's really good now. You know, God knows what's going to happen to the yield in the future. But yeah, I mean, right now, oil and gas give really good yields, but you know, that's probably not going to be the case in maybe 10, 20, 30 years. So you have to pivot your investment strategy. I mean, if you go for yields in, like, for example, AT&T or, you know, whatever else, the yields are much smaller, and also the taxation, the rate of taxation is going to be much higher on you know, just like C corp dividends. So yeah, it's just something to keep in mind.
Sweet, Alex. Also, if anyone wants to help be a moderator, I'm seeing a lot of bots and stuff. If you guys want to go ahead and be added as a moderator, I can go ahead and do that for anyone. Comments down below. Just tag me at Brian Jung in the chat, and I'll just be choosing a couple. And if you guys know a interesting fact that only some of my OG viewers know, put that next to it, and then like that'll be like a code word in order for me to know that you're an OG. But Alex, do you have any like Instagram or YouTube channels or anything where you share this type of information?
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, my YouTube is just my name, Alexander Kang, and then my Instagram is it's just food pictures, but it's Alexander_Kang_IPF, and I do some rants on there.
Okay.
People are idiots.
Okay, and then anyone else in here who do you, like Justin? Do you have a question for him? It looks like you're trying to bring your mic up.
Oh yeah, I mean, I could talk to Alex all day, but I don't want to.
Okay, chat. Do you guys have any questions for Alex?
Alex, I have a question.
I mean, he stepped away, but so I was explaining, you know, the rate, the taxation rate on C corp dividends is much higher than MLP distributions. I mean, you're verifying that's correct,
sure.
right?
I mean, I was actually listening still. I just had to step to the bathroom. No, you explained it really well.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah.
I think like conceptually, right? MLPs are going to trade like distressed bonds, right? Which is why the yields are so high. Oil and gas is doing really poorly. And also like maybe it's on a like long-term structural decline, right? So, I mean, again, it depends on what kind of oil, what kind of MLP. It doesn't always have to be oil, right? It can be other things. So the way, like what's the yield? What's the yield on the MLP you're in, the Shell one?
Well, I locked in at 18.24%, but now it's lower because, you know, the share price is a little higher.
Yeah, so you have to be careful of the like bankruptcy risk on certain ones of them, or just like loss of all income risk, right? Because if oil stays at these low levels in terms of pricing for the foreseeable future, you're going to see a lot of like, I guess distressed trouble, but it's priced accordingly, right? So that, I mean, that implies that if you hold this thing for 5.5 years, you've made your money back and own something free and clear, right? Like, that's how you think about. I think about when the yields get so high, and like I would say, yeah. And then the tax. I mean, it's like more of a pass-through vehicle. For those of you on the chat that don't know, companies are double taxed. So you get taxed at the corporate level. So the government taxes corporations, and then they tax your dividends or your price appreciation. So in the form of cap gains taxes or income taxes. So that's double taxation. Whereas this thing is like the MLP is a very complicated structure, and it's been years since I've even looked at one. But essentially, they're like pass-through vehicles, so you shave at least half of the taxation that you would otherwise on a company. But it's also like they're more. I would say they're like oil and gas versions of REITs, so real estate investment trusts, right? Would you kind of agree? Like they pass through most of their cash flow through to shareholders, as opposed to like if you're an AT&T, right, they're going to take a lot of that cash and reinvest it because they think they can do cool stuff with that money.
Right. Yeah, no, you're completely right. And also keep in mind, if you do sell MLP, like every time you get an ROC, it reduces your cost basis. So it's going to increase that spread, and you'll be owing way more tax when you do if you do choose to sell it. So that's also an issue with it.
Alex, can you share with us what you know about the shorts going on and how that influences your decision to enter $300,000 in some of these positions? And what is your exit strategy?
Okay, so again, I'm just watching it casually, like it's just fun to watch. But again, I would not invest I would not advise a low net worth individual with money to lose to ever do this ever. But okay, but yeah. So I mean, it's in my I grew my IRA from it was like 13,000 earned income contributions to like it peaked, whatever, how I was like 541,000. So I grew it tremendously, but yeah. So if you're putting less than 5% of your net worth in it, I think it's fine. I mean, if you lost it all, it wouldn't hurt you. But I mean, if you're an idiot and you put 50 to 100% of your net worth into it, then it's I mean, just expect to lose it all. I mean, it's not gonna unless a company goes belly up. I mean, it's probably gonna be fine. But yeah, if you choose to invest a significant portion of your net worth into it, then you're an idiot. But if you have maybe like 5,000 or less net worth, then what does it matter? You can have it back and earn income anyways. So I mean, the answer is it depends. But if you let's say your net worth is like 100K, right, and you put 50K into it in a taxable account, then that's foolish, right? I mean, for me, right, when I trade, when I get out of the position, right, I'm not going to be taxed on it because I'm not taking cash distribution out of my IRA, and I still have yet to convert it into a Roth IRA. But let's say this thing runs up, it's going to take me forever to, because I want to siphon it off and segments, right? I'm not going to put the whole thing, right, because I'm going to be taxed insanely, right? So
yeah, I mean, pay attention to this. Keep going. This is really important.
Yeah. So you're going to be taxed at whatever marginal rate you have. Let's say you have earned income, right, and then you tax you cash out your IRA, right, and then you can pay the penalty because I'm assuming most of your listeners are under 59.5. So yeah, just remember that. I mean, this is what I don't like also a lot about YouTubers is the fact that like they don't really explain the tax consequences of their actions. Let's say they get into a trade, they win big, and they can only offset it up to negative 3,000 for the capital loss. So yeah, I mean, you just have to be super careful, and you don't want to come tax time. Oh, hey, I don't have any cash to raise, and you sell even more, and then you incur more taxes on something else. So I mean, it kind of never ends. That's why I advise in the book only to take a over 1 year hold period, so you pay less capital gains tax. So yeah, I don't think that's appreciated enough, the tax aspect. And if you're low on cash and you're trying to get out of your position and come tax time, you don't have, like, what are you going to do? You just can liquidate more assets. I mean, that's stupid. What if those assets are growing at a tremendous rate? I mean, you're going to be losing out to capital appreciation. So yeah, I mean, so the thing is, it's like you kind of have to treat it like a game, but you have to operate within the parameters, right? You have to operate within the taxation, right? So you want to reduce your taxable income as much as you can. But however, in the book, I explained that if you do a 401k.
I guess I was muted, man. I was muted. The muted noob. The muted newbie. By the way, I am streaming on Twitch and Twitch and YouTube. If you didn't know that, but yeah. So on Wall Street Bets channel, they say that every time you see these 100 blocks or 300 blocks, that's the institutions buying and selling the stock to shake out the weak hands and manipulate the price. That makes perfect sense because look at all these 100s and 300s. That makes perfect sense. You see what I'm saying? Because they're trying to manipulate the price, so they're doing that. So, and they're buying them back to shake it out. That's what they're doing. And that makes perfect sense. That's what they're doing for GameStop. They might be doing the same thing for GME, AMC. They are, but the difference is they lost way more money in GME than AMC. Even with the restrictions, demand is high. Yep. That's why I'm glad I got in earlier, man. I'm glad I got in earlier. But hey, they still got to buy the cover. They still got to buy the cover. I'm gonna get some sushi today. Let me see what this $14 line looking like. I wonder how it's gonna be in the day. Let me see if let me see what they're saying.
$51 at the time of this recording. So it did start at the $17 high today. We are still waiting to see any type of explosion, and that is where we are with our current stocks. Thank you guys so much for tuning by this live. We have been on for how long? Maybe 4 or 5 hours.
All right, let's see. Let me pull up my let me check out. I wish my Robinhood account would have been open. Could have been at 450. Could have been at $4.50. What do you mean 450? They wanted more info and TD American open on the spot but late. What do you mean 450?
Can you wait till
To get it? I mean, I got being in the morning. 9:30. But in Mount Pleasant. Yeah. So what you mean by 450 though? I think it's a buy. Is there a buy restriction today on GME buy restriction? I was typing in New York Stock Exchange restricted list. Oh yeah, that's what's called circuit breaker. I keep clicking that. I know. I thought it was. I don't know. I could be wrong. I guess. When AMC was at $4.50, but my Robinhood account was denied for my ID, so I couldn't get in at that price. I had to wait for TD. Oh, when did you talking about? Like weeks ago? Everything is restricted still. Yeah, I seen that. I seen that. All right, let's see if we got any more news, guys. We've raised $3.4 billion to invest in record customer growth. With this funding, we build and enhance our good people assets. They're trying, man. They're trying. Everybody already left now. It's too late now. They're gonna have to get the noobs in the next couple years. I'll be right back, chat. I'll be right back. All
for
right.
tuning by on this show, man. I really appreciate it, and I hope you take care, man.
Oh yeah, no problem. Listen to Justin and Tom Nash, the smartest guys on YouTube. All right, peace.
Yeah.
I can't get him off. All right.
Anyway, I was actually thinking, like when he was saying what keeps it from going from 100 to 200. Well, I think we talked about this before, right? It was like we lost the gamma squeeze because nobody's selling options, and Humphrey basically said his research showed 30% short interest, which is not. I mean, it's high, but it's not 140%, right? So.
Yeah, I mean 30. I mean, my research is literally a Bloomberg article, so yeah.
It's funny, like the data is really opaque. I mean, like I think even if I had a Bloomberg terminal, I'd probably say similar things, right? I don't know. Cool. AMC. I'm in AMC. I'm not in GME though.
I'm in all three right now.
Look, man,
my AMC position is small though, but I'm hoping it keeps going up. I don't know.
Bro, all I'm going to say is, man, listen, guys, I want to recognize this chat. My friend told me to put him on here. I don't actually know the last guy on here, but Alex, if you're still listening, man, I just don't like how you said, like, my friend JJ don't got, like, a high portfolio like you, man. So, you know, if I'm going to go ahead and add someone on a guest here, the expectation is for you to be respectful on here. And these guys that have been on this show, we're good to go. But I'm just going to address this now, man, especially for the chat. Like, don't come on my show and disrespect people I know in my life based on their net worth or something, man. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say, man. Kind of a little annoyed from that right now. But yeah, guys. Yeah, chat, I don't know how you feel about that, but I need to mention that, man. I just don't like it when people talking shit about my friends like that. So JJ's another good friend, bro. But he's off this show. You're not coming back on this show. Y'all can get his book if you want.
JJ's doing big things. Like he's debt free. He he has real estate property. He has a decent sized portfolio.
Yeah,
I mean, everybody sees success in a different way. Like he's doing good himself. Like
he's a family member. JJ's like genuinely a good guy. Like if you don't know someone in person, you watch.
All right, let me check. Robinhood is dead. Does your bank not let you? Well, I mean, I've been hearing people have been using Cash App. Look at this. Don't fall for the okie doke, y'all. AMC Entertainment stock is now on a sell at MKM as price target drops to $1. Don't fall for the okie doke, man. Hold, guys, hold. Don't fall for the okie doke, man. See, the thing about Robinhood is I understand the problem that they're having. The problem is they should have explained it better. They should have explained it better. But they should have, I mean, I guess they could have planned properly, but they could have just said I screwed up instead of jumping around the gun. I think that's what they should have done. But instead, they want to play politics. If they just say, "Yo, my bad, I screwed up. This happened," they'll say, "Oh man, I understand." It's more understandable. It'll be more understandable because they'll be like, "Well, I guess we didn't know this was gonna happen, but it was more understandable." But he lied.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear you talk about kind of the nitty gritty of what went behind this move, because we obviously saw hashtag #SaveAMC trending on Twitter when retail investors caught attention to this, but we knew that they had kind of addressed that question before it took off, because we had seen the CEO come out and say, look, bankruptcy at least is not going to be on the table for this year. But how much truth was kind of behind the share pop coming from the retail side with that attention around #SaveAMC? That allowed them to kind of offer equity, offer shares to pay down that debt that you're discussing. I mean, how true is it that retail investors did come in here to play a part in that rebound?
No question about it, because when you have convertible bonds, the bonds are pegged to a strike price. So if the stock, just like a call option, so if the equity hits a certain level, then converting the bonds actually into equity makes sense. And so when Silver Lake converted, I think they converted at a price of $13.51. The close for that day, this was last Wednesday, was something like, I think it was $19, almost $20. So instantly, there's a six point profit to the bondholders to convert out of debt into the equity. To the company, though, they don't have to pay off that debt. They've obviously issued more shares in order to handle the convert. And that's really, really great for their cap table to not have to pay off this high coupon debt and instead just issue more shares and then be able to tap the debt markets again, potentially at lower interest rates. These are all positives for AMC. So they definitely have the Reddit users to thank for that.
And Chris, while I know you're focused on AMC, of course, a number of other companies that were caught up in the short squeeze, if we're talking about the impact from the Reddit trade, what are some other names that you're watching that you think could benefit on the back of this?
I think that any company that has had issues with having to has had issues with tapping the debt markets, whether it's getting more and more expensive, where maybe you're seeing a lot of short interest in the marketplace from an equity standpoint. I think if the Reddit rally starts to hit those companies, it starts to change the conversation around that company's solvency going forward. The interesting thing about the debt markets is people aren't really trading the fundamentals of today as much as they're trading the fundamentals of tomorrow. Everything that we're doing in the debt markets is we're trading based on whether or not we believe a company will be able to pay off their debt. Now, not every company is going to have a private placement convertible bond issue like AMC had and get a windfall from the uptick in their stock. But it is interesting to me that GameStop, their price has really stayed around par throughout this turmoil. it basically tells you that what the bondholders are saying is, regardless of what's happening in the equity market, we think the probability of GameStop paying off their debt has pretty much remained the same.
All right, Chris White, appreciate you coming on here to talk about that. Fascinating to hear you walk through how all these things trade together. Appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks for having me on, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We're going to take a quick break here on Yahoo Finance Live, but when we return, breaking down what to expect in another week of busy tech earnings on the docket. Dane Halley will break that down for us.
Robinhood, that's crazy.
When you realize you're trading
They're trying so hard. They're trying so hard.
firm is more call center than trade.
Let me see what Wall Street Bet's talking about. See if they got any new updates. It looks like Fidelity is what people been using to buy stocks if anybody needs to buy stocks. Oh, look at that margin rate. Legality went out the window last week. What is reputation if someone says fake news? Did you get all of them? Okay. Thank you. Can you believe we were fighting hundreds of billions of dollars and we were holding them back? We stand together.
Trading specialist. Trade up.
Yep. Yep. Let's go, baby. Be patient, y'all. It's about being. See, some of these off brands, they don't know anything about stocks. Look at this guy. We're holding no problem. Wasn't this supposed to be covering those shorts? It's just they got time to cover, man. These cats don't know, man. They gotta do their own research. We can't hold their hands the whole way. I mean, I didn't know what a short squeeze was, but I had to do my own research to figure it out. What's gonna happen is, even though we beat these companies, it's still gonna be some people who don't do research. It's gonna be left holding an empty bag. They raised the limit to 75, man, but people still need more, yo. Like, they still trying to get us, man. If we close over $20 today, that means the hedge have to cover over 67%. At everyone, please repost this, whatever. Damn, that's a lot. I don't know if we're gonna close over 20% though, or $20 though. I mean, if they start buying it, I don't think so. No, they're not gonna start buying their shorts today because they know that if they close over 20. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I see what they're saying. It starts tomorrow. Hold on, let me see. Short look to be waiting until the last minute. I think that too. Probably will hang in the 14 until 3 p.m. or later. Love that we're hanging right here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking too. They're still trying to shake out the weak hands, but I think they're putting more focus on GME because they lost so much more money doing it. Buy more on hold, retards. So, Get to $1,000 to get my wife some new tits. That's funny, man. I love these twits, man. Oh wow, look at the volume for real. That's low volume right there compared to what we've been doing. That's all their work too. That's all their work. And they still ain't doing nothing. Damn, that's crazy, yo. Let me see what GME look like. Oh wow, look at the volume, 24,000. That's all they work right there. Like we ain't doing nothing. That's crazy, yo. That's crazy. Like, think about it. We're not even doing nothing. That's all buy, sell from them. So they have to buy the cover. Damn. In case y'all don't know, if y'all seen the volume from the past couple other days, it was in the billions, at least 200,000. All those good numbers like that. But now it's just, hey, Robinhood might have put that restriction on us, but slowly but surely we coming back. Damn, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Damn, I kind of want to buy more looking at that. Let me see what this chart look like. Let me see what this chart look like. See what GameStop look like. If I buy GameStop, let me zoom out on this a little bit. I think I'd have to get. I don't think it's gonna get there though. I don't know if they're strong enough to get it there. They might, but they ain't really got that many shares. I don't think. I don't know. We'll see. I might buy some right there. Let's see. I got 54, so I might buy some there at 196. Cause they're trying hard too. Let me check AMC one more time. Let me check AMC. Let me check my hourly chart. That might be a little bit better. There we go. See, I ain't gonna buy no more of this because I think I'm good, yo. I got a lot of shares of this. Like I want to, but I think I'd rather spend that money here if I can get it to here. If I can get this to 196, then I think I'll load some more up. Like if this can come down to 196.70, then I'll load up a little bit more. Cause right now, that's them buying and selling, and of course, us buying too. So, yo, this thing they're gonna have to buy this back, boy. Your boy about to be straight. I'm about to be chilling. I'm in the club, posted up, got my own folder. All right. Damn, they trying. Look at these cats. They sold for 1,000. And what happened to the price? Nothing. Damn, these cats ain't playing, man. A 1.6K block size for 252 still didn't move the price. I mean, it moved a little bit, but nothing serious, man. Like if we can make it this far, we good. Cause after that, we're gonna have wind behind our backs. I didn't even look at the volume until now. Let's see. Someone posted level 2. Someone post level 2. I'll be telling those sellers. You buy fake broker. You use fake brokers without margins, and you oversize. You can't get set stops because you take large positions. So one penny wrong way is scared to sell. Thank you, madam. Thanks. Do not sell today. Do not set stop order. See, y'all see that volume? Like, this is looking good, man. AMC 410 shares at 90 so far today, baby. Yeah, we about to just destroy the markets, man. I really want to see this. I'm not worried about my AMC position because, like I said, I got in at $2 and I got a lot of shares. But what I want is more GME. I got some, but I want more. I'm greedy, man. I'm greedy, man. Like y'all, I'm that greedy dude, man. I'm the type of person that lick the spoon when I'm done eating. That's how greedy I am. I don't do that for real, but you know that's my point, man. I'm trying to if I can get that to 196, then we can talk business, man. Cause I bought at 154 and I really want at 119, but I don't see that happening again. I don't know why people be trying to promote these bootleg stocks, man. Nobody cares about these. We only care about AMC and all right, look. Let me see. Let's see where's that website? Market Beats, right? Uh, see, let me show you guys what's going on here, man. I think it's SLV. Isn't that it? Oh, here it is right here. Um, let me find mhm. I'm trying to find the silver stocks. There we go. Silver stocks, biggest gainers. Damn, I want to find it on CM.
To Schwab.
Watch now, ETF has on silver ETF spiking. See, guys, don't fall for the okey doke, man. No one's buying silver. No one is buying silver. I'm trying to find a ticker symbol for silver. I think it's this one right here. So I can explain to you guys why not to buy silver. Um, so this is silver right here. So let me find it. SLV. Institutional ownership. I'm trying to find it. I think it's. Oh man, I can't find it. I can't find it. But the hedge funds that's showing these companies are the ones that's owning silver. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to get people to buy silver and call it a short squeeze. That way they can get their money back for these other stocks. Don't fall for the okey doke. Don't fall for the okey doke, man. I'd rather believe these kids that I've never seen before on Reddit than believe the media. I know it sounds crazy, but sometimes you can't believe everything you see on TV, man. I mean, I know you can't believe everything on Reddit, but in this case, Reddit is right. Just bought $1 million worth of. See, you know what I mean? Like, these guys know what they're doing. Did we surrender? Save AMC. I like the shirt. Oh, did they stop the stream? Oh, he's probably taking a break.
Bath & Beyond and BlackBerry Express and Bed Bath & Beyond, both in the red. BlackBerry getting a slight boost there, up over 5%. Now, these Redditors have actually turned their eyes to a new target, which I want to look at next, which is silver. Silver is soaring right now as Redditors have been piling into this trade. As you can see there, up over 8% right now. We had seen silver touch highs, the largest highs in over a decade. Right now, we're at about an 8-year high in silver. Now, lastly, I want to take a look over at Moderna. Moderna is in the red, down about 10% right now. Now, this is coming after Bank of America actually downgraded the stock to underperform from neutral. That's taking a huge hit there. The concerns were largely around Moderna's valuation. But I want to start the show with what's happening in the markets right now. As a short squeeze surge frenzies I've just been talking about has now set its sights on silver, as we were just looking at, up over 8% right now. So I want to bring on Yahoo Finance's Inez Ferre now to tell us what's been happening. So first GameStop, now silver. I have no idea what's next. I never thought I would be talking to you about this, Inez. What's been going on?
Yeah, Kristen. Well, over the weekend, we saw trending on Twitter, silver squeeze. We saw silver futures being pushed higher. So you're seeing a boost in silver because of these Redditors that have been pushing for this short squeeze on the precious metal. I will get to one point, though, of a bit of a divide when it comes to this. But first, let's take a look at some of the silver-related stocks that we've been watching. We've been watching Silver Trust, which today is up more than 7%. I also want to mention some silver mining companies, Avino Silver and Gold Mines, up 43%. As to that divide on the Wall Street Bets forum on Reddit, there's people who are saying, or traders who are saying, buy silver, silver short squeeze. That's been trending on Twitter. But then there are those who are saying there is no short squeeze. And this is specifically on the Wall Street Bets forum, because you also have a Wall Street Silver subreddit as well. And on that Wall Street Bets forum, you've got users that are saying there's no short squeeze. This is only to distract us from GameStop. And they believe that this will actually help hedge funds if these traders are pushing up silver, specifically Citadel, which has an investment in Silver Trust. So that's what's been happening behind the scenes here when you take a look at the forums. Now, when we talk about some of the heavily shorted stocks that we saw surging last week, GameStop down 24%. I do want to mention that the short interest ratio on GameStop is about a third of its previous high. So you have short interest, which plunged to 39% of free floating shares. That's from 114% around mid-January, and that's according to IHS market data. And also, Robinhood has loosened some of the restrictions when it comes to some of these stocks, to buying some of these stocks, and also option contracts. So users can now add a little bit more than they could before when it comes to GameStop, when it comes to AMC, excuse me, when it comes to Costco Express. So you're seeing some of these stocks, though, that are under pressure, the ones that we've seen over the last week surging on that short squeeze, Kristen.
Now, Inez, I know that you've been following this over the course of the last week, been diving into some of those Reddit threads. I guess the main question here for you is perhaps either what's next after silver? If it was first GameStop, now we have silver, of course, moving on to AMC. So what could possibly be next? Or perhaps how long do you think that this is really going to be dominating the narrative that we have going on in the markets? How long do you think these Reddit-based traders are really going to keep this up, so to speak?
Well, if you look at the forums, I mean, the ones that are really gung-ho for this short squeeze are saying, hold, we can take this to the moon. I mean, that's one of their phrases, GameStop to the moon, right? But if you take a look at some of the short interest, which has decreased, there are some experts out there that are saying that when you don't have as much short interest, then you don't see, of course, that much of a short squeeze if you've got investors that are pushing up the stock. But certainly, it's anyone's guess as to how long this will hold. I mean, you did have GameStop being the focus last week. Now you seem to have this sort of shift towards silver, and there is a divide there among the forum as to whether or not it's really shifting towards silver or whether this is a push from hedge funds, et cetera. So it's anyone's guess. But I would say that talking to people on both sides of this issue, I would say that they believe that GameStop can't be at these high levels given the fundamentals for that long, and there will be somebody that will be left holding the bag at the end. So that's a warning that's definitely come from the experts and from both sides, really.
All right, Yahoo Finance's Inez Ferre, thank you for bringing us all of those updates. Who knows how long we'll be continuing this conversation, how long we're going to be seeing this surge in silver, but thanks as always for bringing us that information. I want to continue on with this conversation now. I want to bring on Robert Dye, Chief Economist with Comerica Bank. So Robert, we have this frenzy in the markets lately. Its target, as we were just talking about, was GameStop and then AMC. Now it's on silver. I'm curious to know what this does to companies like GameStop or AMC or Express or some of the others in terms of their stability as you see their stock prices surge and then completely drop again in just a matter of hours.
Well, as you see, it's like the Wild West out there. There's a huge amount of liquidity floating around in the system, Kristen. And if you're an executive in one of these companies, you're watching these the ticker just go with incredible velocity. And certainly when you compound that with all the economic uncertainty out there and coronavirus and everything else, it's the understatement of the year to say this is a highly uncertain environment, and it's very difficult to plan through this. So I don't envy those executives who are dealing with this.
So as you just mentioned, this is piling more uncertainty in already uncertain times. So as we look then more broadly, how do you see this at all possibly impacting the economy or even economic recovery?
Well, we've got some huge issues that we're dealing with right now, Chris. And of course, the coronavirus and the efficacy of the vaccine and the potential for mutant strains of the virus. Huge amounts of fiscal stimulus in the system, $900 billion coming at the end of last year, right at the beginning of this year. And now we have the Biden administration proposing a $1.9 trillion program, and a group of Senate Republicans, of course, coming back with a counterproposal of about a third of that. So there's a long way to go here before we reach some consensus about what we need to do for the remainder of this year in terms of some of these sources of uncertainty.
Now, keeping on that, because in your notes you talk about how economic risk factors are already complex and how they are becoming even more complex as this time has been going on. I'm hoping you can talk us through that, how you see some of these economic risk factors becoming even more complicated.
Well, like I said, we've already got some stimulus coming into the system. We got a proposal for more. We have the uncertainty of the vaccine distribution system. We don't really know exactly when that break-even date is that we start to put coronavirus behind us. Maybe it's around Labor Day, maybe it's a little bit earlier, maybe it's a little bit later. So what's emerging right now is this consensus forecast for a rebound in the second half of this year. But there's a lot of wiggle room around that. In the second half of this year, we're talking anything from July through November, December. And on a day-by-day basis, we tend to sort of get pushed back to the end of that or pull it up. And so that's a very big window now. And I get concerned about that because I am concerned about the vaccines. I am concerned about the hybridization of it and the efficacy of the vaccines. And we can't take any of this for granted right now.
When we were talking about, those complex risk factors, in your notes, you actually spelled complex with a K. Obviously, a shout out to that K-shaped recovery that we have going on. I'm wondering if there's a fear that perhaps that this recovery could become that K being even more exacerbated, especially if we don't get stimulus.
Well, all recessions and recoveries are K-shaped in that they're winners and losers, but we just see that in every way you can slice and dice the economy right now. Certainly in the housing market, if you're upper income households, you're driving a very hot single-family housing market. If you're caught up in the closures due to the coronavirus and perhaps working in the service economy, you might be falling behind on your rent. You might be very concerned about a possible eviction at the end of this. So again, vastly different worlds that we as a society are living in right now. And it's making this very complex because as the Biden administration and Congress negotiate the next fiscal package, they're really having to do a lot of guessing and a lot of fine tuning about who gets what money, where do they need to support. And that process is getting very, very difficult right now.
All right. So I want one really, really quickly with you here because the Congressional Budget Office actually sees, and you were mentioning that GDP rebounding by mid-2021, the labor force returning by 2022. What did you make of that estimate? It seemed so much of a rosier forecast than I would have anticipated, especially given some of those things that you were just mentioning a moment ago.
Well, the big caveat here is coronavirus. So let's say we get the vaccine out there, we start to put coronavirus in the rearview mirror. We look at the second half of this year with very low interest rates, a huge amount of liquidity out there, improving consumer and business confidence, and then we have the spend out of all this pent-up demand. I'm confident that every one of us listening now can think of about 10 or more things that they want to do once coronavirus ends or the world normalizes in some way. So a huge spent out of pent-up demand fortified by all the liquidity sloshing around in the system. And that's what's boosting those second half GDP forecasts.
All right. Robert Dye, Chief Economist with Comerica Bank. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And coming up, Amazon continuing to encourage other retailers to raise their minimum wage. We're going to be talking to Amazon next.